Your little monster wasn't as strong as you thought, huh?
I'd say your celebration is still a bit premature.
Have you ever gone back to a game that you used to love and realised that it wasn't actually that good? Or replayed a game that you used to hate but found out that it was a lot better than you remember? Well, in this series I'm going to be revisiting some games from my past and seeing whether or not they are as good or as bad as I remember. This is what we had to play. When I was a kid, there was a video rental store that my family and I would frequent pretty much every week, and that store was called United Video. In the 90s and early 2000s, video rental stores were prevalent throughout New Zealand, allowing customers to rent out movies and games for a small fee. As a kid, this was amazing as I didn't have much money, and these stores allowed me to experience game franchises that I still love to this day that I otherwise never would have gotten to play. My family were not rich by any means, and we couldn't afford every console that was coming out during this time, but my mum was smart with the family budget, and one year, for my birthday, I was gifted a PlayStation 2 memory card.
You serious?
You see, I missed out an important part to my story, for at United Video you could also rent out video game consoles. So for $8 I would get out a PlayStation 2 console along with 2 games, and those 2 games that I'd almost always get out was Kingdom Hearts and Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Released in 2004 for the PlayStation 2, it is the 3rd game in the Budokai series, obviously, given the name. In 2012, an HD remaster was released for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It was bundled with the first Budokai, with Budokai 2 being strangely absent. I wonder why. Anyway, for this video I'm going to be playing through the PlayStation 2 version, so let us begin. Let's go into practice mode where I will go over the basics of the gameplay. Budokai 3 is a side-on fighting game. You can move side to side using the directional controls. Also, you are able to move between 3D planes by pressing the guard button while holding the directional controls either towards or away from the camera. To dash forward or back, you simply double tap and hold in whichever direction you choose. All characters have the same basic set of actions: punch, kick and grab. Using these actions, each character has their own list of combos they can perform. Punches and kicks can be mixed into combos to create different combinations. The forward and back motions can also change some of the attacks. Along with standard punches and kicks, you are able to launch ki blasts at your opponent, as long as you have enough ki in your ki gauge, which is displayed under the character's health bar. There are 7 bars in total. The larger bars represent the character's baseline ki. When ki is below baseline, it slowly rises back up to baseline. When it is above, ki slowly drops down to baseline. You can fill your ki quickly by powering up, done by holding guard, pressing back twice, and then holding back. You will, however, be completely vulnerable to attacks. Blocking is done by pressing and holding the guard button. Blocking does not negate all damage, but while blocking attacks you will gain a little bit of ki to fill your gauge. Certain moves such as grabs, ultimate launches, and fully charged power attacks are unable to be blocked, while dash attacks are able to break through a guard. So you have to be mindful as to whether to block or dodge. The dodge is performed using the same button as blocking, but instead it is tapped rather than held down. Dodging will consume a small amount of ki, however the trade-off means you will avoid all damage. These are just the fundamentals of the gameplay, and I'll go over the other aspects as they crop up. Oh yeah, if it wasn't obvious, the fighter who depletes the opponent's health bar first wins. Okay, you got it? Of course, we'll start with my favourite mode, Dragon Universe, which also acts as the game's story mode. The story mode spans the Saiyan saga all the way to the end of the Buu saga, as well as several of the Dragon Ball Z films and a little bit of GT. There are a variety of characters to choose from. What portion of the story you witness will vary depending on which fighter you choose. However, not all of the characters you can unlock have their own story mode. You will be able to play a total of 11 characters, with 6 of them available at the very start. Since he is the main character, let's start this playthrough as Goku.
Long ago, Goku had many adventures while searching for the 7 magic Dragon Balls. With his trusted friends by his side, Goku successfully battled many powerful foes, until the Earth was attacked by a mysterious warrior race, and so a new battle begins.
Yeah. I don't really like how this story does hard cuts, and it does them quite a lot, as you'll soon see. And here we receive our first capsule, which is the Kamehameha. The capsule system is utilized to give your character skills and items. You can choose up to 7 skills or items, each of which can take up 1 to 7 slots depending on the skill. Now this was my absolute favorite part of this game as a kid, the ability to freely fly around the world map. And I use freely very liberally in this sense because you cannot ascend or descend. But you are able to speed up to breakneck pace, just like in the anime. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Well, maybe I'm lying. Maybe just a little. You can fly to points of interest all around the map using this ability. The main story events are marked with a red dot, but flying around will also reveal secondary events and objectives. Some are more obvious than others, such as those that take place in a city or near other notable landmarks. Others are more difficult to locate since they seem to be placed in the middle of nowhere. Oh, and this game also does another thing where not all of the dialogue is voiced, but a lot of it is. I get not having voice for the optional and side missions, but sometimes the main story isn't voiced and it's kind of jarring. There are also battle points found in each level. This one is a fight against the Cyberman, the same guy who is in the loading screen. Most of the time when you fight these guys, you will need to defeat multiples. You can fight these battles as many times as you like to farm for experience points. That's right. This game has a level up system. After winning a battle, you will receive experience. With each new level reached, you will be rewarded with a skill point that you can invest into one of 7 attributes. Health represents the amount of health your character will have when the battle begins. Ki indicates the amount of ki your character uses when executing ki-based techniques. It has an impact on your ki consumption as well. Attack will determine the amount of damage that your character does with their physical attacks. Guard will decide how well your character defends against an attack from the opponent. Arts will increase the damage for special moves. Ability will increase the effectiveness of equipped capsules and equipment. And finally we come to COM. COM stands for computer. At least I think it does. Unless it stands for something else. The higher this rating is, the better the character fares when used by the computer when you lose control of your character, or when the character is being used by the computer. This stat is mostly tied to the online element of the game, and I'm going to be going over this a little bit later in the video. We fight a Cyberman one more time and gain another level. Next we head over to the World Tournament and fight Tien. Alright, this should be pretty easy. But, what the hell, Tien? I thought we were friends. Oh, no, hyper mode. Maybe if I make it that he can't hit me. Oh, ha! Now's my chance. Oh no!
No more games!
Ha! Idiot. Now it's time for my glorious comeback. So a lot happened in that fight. Halfway through the fight you saw that Tien entered a state called hyper mode. Entering this mode makes a character glow red. Ki slowly depletes, but ki blasts, punches and kicks have no effect on the character. Hyper mode ends when all ki runs out or when starting Dragon Rush. After a knockback attack in hyper mode, you can activate Dragon Rush. The 4 buttons Square, Triangle, X and Circle direct both characters through a 3-stage sequence. If the attacker presses a button that the defender does not, the game goes to the following stage, with the defender taking damage. If the attacker guesses the same as the defender, Dragon Rush ends. Yes! First try! On the World Tournament stage, you are able to knock your opponent out of the ring as an alternative win state. While flying around, you can enter a kind of focus mode. A blue aura will lope the entire screen. If there is an area of interest nearby, it will emit a bright glow, making it easy to find extra items and even Dragon Balls. Here we managed to find the Dragon Radar, which makes collecting all the Dragon Balls a lot easier. Of course, finding all 7 Dragon Balls does grant you a wish. And after all that, we finally start the first main story fight.
You're a complete disgrace, Kakarot! Where is your Saiyan pride?
My name is Goku, and I'm from Earth. I'll never join forces with you.
Ouch! Take this, brother from another mother. Although I do think we actually have the same mother. What the fuck am I talking about? After defeating Raditz, you can see we unlocked a story reenactment reward. You get them by fulfilling certain criteria during a fight, such as this one where we just had to use the Kamehameha against Raditz.
Why you... My partners are already on their way. They'll destroy you all.
Well, I guess this is it, guys. But I'll keep training in the next world. Wish me back to life in 1 year. What a huge power level! Time to see if all my training with King Kai paid off.
I did not edit that at all. So in case you are completely confused by that scene, this is what happened. While Goku holds Raditz in place, Piccolo, who made no appearance in the game's version of events, uses a Ki Blast to kill Raditz, but it also kills Goku. Goku dies. Raditz warns them that more Saiyans are coming just before he dies. Goku goes to the afterlife and runs all the way to the end of Snake Way, where he trains with King Kai. A year later, Goku is wished back using the Dragon Balls just in time to fight off the new Saiyan threat. Okay, did you get that? Did that make sense? Did you clarify? This is one of the biggest problems the story mode has, a lack of context. If you haven't watched most of the anime or read the manga, then good fucking luck trying to follow this. It's told as a kind of bullet pointed version of the story, but because of the way Dragon Universe is set out, you don't always see every aspect of the story depending on the characters, so it's like half the bullet points are actually missing, so it doesn't make any sense. And sometimes the characters bring up things that make no sense or just flat out didn't happen.
Could this be the legendary Super Saiyan the future Trunks warned us about?
What? No, he didn't.
You're Hercule's daughter. The lookout has become too dangerous. Find somewhere else to hide.
Piccolo, what are you on about? We're not even at the lookout.
Korin!
Take this with you.
Oops. Sorry, Korin.
Oh. What the hell is that?
Now that Goku has been resurrected from his forever sleep, by talking to King Kai, we receive our first transformation.
You have learned well, Goku. Your Kaioken technique surpasses even my own. But don't overuse it, and never go higher than 2 times power. Do you understand?
Sorry, but even 2 times power might not be enough to beat the opponent I have to face.
The majority of characters in this game can transform. These states will alter your character's attack, guard, and key baseline values, and some will even unlock new moves. When you meet certain key requirements, you are able to transform your character. The stronger the transformation, the higher key amount you will need to have. If you're in contact with your opponent when you perform the transformation, you'll break their guard. When hit with less than 1 key gauge, some transformations can be reversed back to their default stage. For example, any Super Saiyan transformation or Gohan's and Krillin's unlocked potential, while others cannot. For example, Frieza and Cell's transformations, Cooler's transformation, or Broly's legendary Super Saiyan transformation.
I'll say this once. Leave now! Otherwise I'll have no choice but to destroy you!
Who do you think you are? You think you're any match for me? I don't believe it! I'm an elite! How did a piece of low-level trash like you...
His fighting days are over, and that's 1 down and 1 to go.
This is one of those weird instances where it feels like this should be voiced, but it isn't for some reason.
I'm going to enjoy taking my time with you, Kakarot.
We'll see about that. I might just have a few surprises in store for you.
Uh-oh. As long as I can keep him away. God damn it. Ha! Filthy casual. Oh yeah, I can transform now. Now you're in for it. Now die! What you saw at the end there was a beam struggle. When you and your opponent launch a key blast at the same time, you will enter a beam struggle. Whoever rotates the left analog stick the fastest will win the struggle. The same thing can happen with physical attacks, but I only managed to trigger it 3 times throughout all my recorded playthroughs.
But how? I am the Prince of all Saiyans, humbled by a clown!
Let's fight again sometime, Vegeta.
Awesome, so we unlocked Vegeta, and with that this ends the Saiyan saga and we move on into the Frieza saga.
Having successfully fended off the Saiyan onslaught, Goku opts to spare Vegeta's life.
Mark my words, you'll pay for this, Kakarot, you and all of your friends!
Krillin, Gohan, and Bulma travel to Namek in the hopes of reviving their fallen friends.
Now before we do...
Once there, they confront the evil Frieza, who is also searching for the Dragon Balls. Helpless against Frieza's might, they have no choice but to join forces with Vegeta. Meanwhile, Goku has healed and is headed for Namek in a ship built by Bulma's father. His efforts to recover the Dragon Balls frustrated, Frieza summons the Ginyu Force. Can young Gohan survive against the Ginyu Force and Frieza? Will Goku make it in time?
Now before we do any of the main events, we are going to find all the Dragon Balls in the area. There should be 2. There's the first one. Well, I guess it's the third one, but actually it really is the first one. We fight the battle point a couple of times and level up, and we go to the first main fight in the saga, which is against Raccoon from the Ginyu Force.
We are the Ginyu Force! You just going to stand there, or are we actually going to fight?
It's pointless. You're already beaten. You just don't know it yet.
This part here is strange because it seems like the original idea was for you to fight him, but maybe his character was cut so you don't fight but you still level up. This happens a couple of more times in Tien and Yamcha's campaigns. And next up is Captain Ginyu.
Well, it's been a long time since I've had an actual challenge.
This guy seems a little tougher than those others.
As you can probably tell by now, the Dragon universe is just a bunch of fights surrounded by a retelling of the anime and manga. As a fan of the Dragon Ball franchise, I appreciate this approach, as if it was just fight after fight, I wouldn't find it as engaging, especially for someone like me who isn't a huge lover of fighting games. At last, we face the big baddie of the saga, Frieza.
You're Frieza? Funny. I always thought you'd be taller.
Wait, I know that face. Where have I seen him before?
As Goku, you will only ever get to fight him in his final form. Only playing through other characters' campaigns will the game pit you against his other transformations. Some stages do have destructible elements, but you do need to knock your opponent into the right area in order for them to activate. I wasted the skill point by putting it into comm, because I didn't actually know that's what the stat did when I was playing. I was too lazy to Google it. I regret everything I've ever done in my life.
No! This is not good!
Oh, sorry.
It's Frieza!
You miserable pests. You've caused me pain, and for that you will all pay.
No, stop it! Frieza! Goku! You've destroyed so many innocent lives already! And now Krillin too!
Yes, now he can transform into a Super Saiyan, probably the most iconic transformation in the series. Ugh. And with that, the dramatic tension is lost. I guess they need to boot you out so you can equip the transformation, but they could have just done it automatically. I mean, they do that at other points in the game, like when Vegeta turns into Majin Vegeta. Why not here? It's so close to being right, but it just isn't for some reason. Anyways, let's continue.
I won't forgive you, Frieza!
Just what? What are you?
I am the hope of the universe, the voice of all the innocent lives you destroyed. I am Goku, and I am a Super Saiyan!
Frieza got jacked.
Now say you're sorry! Are you sorry yet?
As a result of Frieza's defeat, we acquire another level and Frieza is unlocked as a playable character.
Give up your evil ways, Frieza. Otherwise, we'll meet again.
This can't be happening. It can't be.
Gohan and the others return safely to Earth, thanks to the Namekian Dragon Balls. However, Goku remains on Namek to resolve things with Frieza. The battle is so intense that the planet itself begins to crumble. Thinking there was no way Goku could have survived, Bulma tries to wish him back to life. However, the wish is refused. Goku survived, and he relays a message that he will return by himself. With everyone alive again, Gohan waits impatiently for his father's return.
Now because Goku is...
Almost a year has
damn it.
passed since
Why doesn't it
Goku's
just play the
friends
whole
learned
thing
of
at
his
once?
survival.
No, don't start it again. Don't...
Almost a year has passed since Goku's friends learned of his survival. Suddenly, a terrible power is felt approaching Earth. Frieza. And without Goku to save it, the Earth appears to be doomed. However, a mysterious youth appears and makes short work of Frieza. When Goku returns, the youth claims to be the son of Bulma and Vegeta from the future. He warns them of a looming threat, deadly androids that will appear in 3 years' time.
Now because Goku spends the majority of the Android and Cell saga in bed, suffering from heart disease,
How's he doing in there?
He's doing fine. He's doing fine!
as Goku there is only one major story fight in this saga. Hey look, it's Trunks' time machine. And it's a fight with Metal Cooler. Wait, what? wasn't Metal Cooler on New Namek? How'd he get here?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Well, okay, then I guess we are fighting Cooler for some reason. Why do we both blow up? Despite my complaining, he does give a decent amount of experience. Not quite enough to level up though. We find the 3-star Dragon Ball in the middle of the ocean and head over to the fighting arena to fight Perfect Cell.
Well then, how about we get right to the main event?
If you insist. Although I was hoping to save the best for last.
Just like with Frieza, you only fight his final form as Goku, with other characters facing his other forms in their story campaigns. Ah, I lost. Right then, let's try this on for size. Are you serious? What? That doesn't count, but Goku loses this fight in the anime. No. Okay, I've definitely got him this time. No! What? The computer is cheating. It glitched my controller. Psych. Why won't you die?
Thus, in the shocking conclusion of the Cell games, Cell is destroyed and peace restored. However, the price of victory was high. Gohan tries to wish his father back to life, but...
I think the Earth will be safer without me. So thanks for trying, everyone, but please don't wish me back.
Trunks returned to the future, and a new age began.
Well, so Gohan is one who ends up...
Years have passed since the battle with Cell. Now a student in high school, Gohan also fights crime in Hercule City as Great Saiyaman. Hercule's daughter, Videl, threatens to expose him if he does not enter the World Tournament. Hesitant at first, Gohan changes his mind when he learns that Goku will also enter. Vegeta, Gohan's brother Goten, Trunks, Piccolo, and Krillin all sign up as well. But little...
Sorry, I accidentally pressed X. Sorry everyone. No, don't start it again. Oh, God damn it. Well, in the Boo saga, if you couldn't tell by the name, is centered around defeating the main antagonist, Boo. The pink one, not the ghost. Boo takes on a few different forms, but unlike with Frieza and Cell, we do get to fight most of them as Goku. But before we deal with Boo, we have to fight Vegeta, who has gone apeshit. We receive the Super Saiyan 2 transformation, which is my personal favourite transformation, in case anyone was wondering. We collect the final 2 Dragon Balls and then go to the mountains and confront Vegeta, and by confront I mean beat the shit out of him.
Vegeta, don't tell me you let yourself fall under Babidi's spell on purpose!
I did. It was the only way I could gain the power to defeat you. You're mine, Kakarot!
Wait, Vegeta! I'm sensing a massive power! It must be Majin Buu! If we don't stop now, everyone we care about will be destroyed! Bulma, Trunks, everyone!
Shut up! I don't care. I sold my soul to Bobbity to be rid of such petty attachments.
You're lying! I know you don't really believe that!
All right, you win. We'll postpone our fight for now.
Yeah, so Vegeta blew himself up in a glorious fashion.
Hey! Krillin! Piccolo! Great! You're not statues anymore! You guys had me worried for a second.
Next fight is against Fat Boo.
So, you're Majin Buu. I guess Vegeta and I underestimated you. We really didn't think you'd be this powerful. Here, why don't I teach you a thing or two about Saiyan? What you're seeing now, this is my normal state. This is a Super Saiyan. And if I push it beyond that, you get Super Saiyan 2. And this is to go even further beyond. I call this one Super Saiyan 3. Sorry that took so long. I haven't had much chance to practice this transformation.
Do not scared. Big hair makes you big funny.
Ah yes, Super Saiyan 3, a transformation so powerful that your eyebrows fall off. Now Fat Boo, for whatever reason, is one of the most aggressive characters to fight. He will be on your ass constantly throughout the fight. The only counter is to be even more aggressive.
Who has fun playing with you? You're strong.
Thanks, you too. But I don't have time to play with you all day. I've got to go now.
And the reward for winning is another character unlock.
Goku, it's time for you to return.
Oh yeah. Hey Piccolo, when I see Gohan over there, I'll tell him you said hello.
Oh yeah, Goku is still dead by the way. He was allowed to visit Earth for a day or something, but I guess it wasn't important enough for the game to bring up. But there you go. You're welcome, people who don't know the anime story. Death has almost no meaning in the Dragon Ball universe. In fact, you're probably better off dead, quite frankly. Well, Goku gets sent to the other world and then he's back. This is where Super Buu is introduced, which is one of Buu's multiple transformations. He absorbs other characters and gains their powers. That's why he looks like he's cosplaying as other characters.
Fool! Don't you realize I'm in a completely different league now than the Majin Buu you faced?
You won't be so full of yourself for long. I have something here that will make you answer for all your crimes. Gohan, here, catch!
Huh? No! I'm sorry, Dad. I missed. What did you throw at me?
Pick it up, hurry! Put it in your right ear. We're going to fuse bodies so we can defeat Majin Buu.
What's this? More fusion? It sounds more like desperation to me. It won't save you. I'm invincible. Oh!
What? The boy's fusion must be wearing off. So much for being invincible. Gohan and I won't even need to join bodies.
It's not finished yet! Or didn't you notice a certain piece of me was missing?
Huh? Whoa!
No! How can I let this happen?
This is great! I've become even more powerful than before!
I should have fused with Gohan when I had the chance. No! Now I'll have to find someone else.
Fusion? You've got to be joking. Why would I want to fuse with you? No thanks.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. But it's the only way we can hope to stop Majin Buu.
I'd rather let Buu beat me to a pulp than fuse with you.
Vegeta! Trunks has been absorbed by that thing! Vegeta!
Don't just stand there, give me the blasted earring! Okay, it's on, now what?
Great! Thanks, Vegeta! Alright! Vegeta plus Kakarot. Let's see now. I guess you can call me Vegeta.
Ha! I found them. Huh?
The next fight will be using a fusion character. Fusion is a mechanic that allows certain characters to fuse together and gain a major power boost. There are two types of fusion in the game. The first fusion is done with a fusion dance. When using this type of fusion, the ki gauge is replaced with a timer. Until the timer runs out, you have infinite ki. When it reaches 0, the fusion ends. The second type is the Potara's fusion. When using this fusion, you keep the ki gauge and remain fused until the end of the fight.
Now I'm Super Vegito!
Yeah, and?
Whoops. I've got you this time. Damn it.
You better pray! Why you? That's cheating! You can't fuse! Oh well, I guess I'll just have to absorb you, too.
Now, barrier!
Nothing to worry about. He let himself be absorbed on purpose. He's trying to save the others before he destroys Buu.
What? His fusion is worn off. But I thought the effects of the Potara earrings were supposed to be permanent.
Who knows what sort of nasty stuff is inside Buu's body? Maybe it dissolved the fusion.
Hey, Kakarot, come here. I found Trunks and the others.
Great, Vegeta! Now let's tear them out of here and fast!
I feel strange. What are they trying to pull? You freed all the fighters I've worked so hard to absorb!
This is bad. Buu's lost a lot of power, but I still don't think I can beat him.
So now we are fighting inside Buu. Now that's level variety for ya. The gimmick to this fight is that your health is constantly ticking down. It doesn't make that much of a difference to the fight, but is something different.
Not on your own, you can't.
In which case, we just have to find the way out of here. Vegeta, come on!
Wait, Kakarot! Let's just try pulling out this fat Buu! Stop it! You don't mess with that! I'll lose all that I am!
So up next is the final fight against Kid Buu.
We've got you now, Majin Buu! It can't be! It's too much! There's no way we can block that! The Earth will be... Vegeta, come here quick! We have to use my instant transmission! Hercule, you grab on too!
This will be the end of the Earth. It'll be turned into dust, and Majin Buu will be able to regenerate. Hey, you should give your Patara earrings to Goku. If he fuses again, perhaps he can still win.
No, we're done with fusing. We tried it and it didn't work out. No, we need to rely on our individual strength.
I agree, Kakarot. Spoken like a true Saiyan. Kakarot, how many times have you saved the Earth?
What? I don't know. I'm kind of on the spot here. But let's see. How many times has it been?
My point is, perhaps it's time you let the Earth fend for itself. Let's start preparing a spirit bomb!
That's your big idea? A spirit bomb? But gathering the energy bit by bit like that, even from the entire planet...
Except we're not going to gather it bit by bit. We're going to make the people of Earth give us everything they've got.
I see what you mean. Okay, Vegeta, you've convinced me. Let's do it. If this doesn't stop Majin Buu, nothing will.
Now it is important that you finish the fight using the move Super Spirit Bomb. If you don't, the story ends and you'll miss out on some extra content and you'll have to start the story mode all over again just to unlock it. So don't do that. Cause I definitely didn't do that. Don't have any idea about that.
Now! Everyone, please share your energy with me. It's coming. You are awesome! I can't wait to see what you'll do next time! Later! Alright! Now I should be able to defeat Buu! Get clear, Vegeta!
You fool! Don't concern yourself with me. Just do it! I'll get him to safety. You just do it. Finish it.
Nice one, Hercule! You really are the champion of the world, of the universe even! It's finally over.
Yay! So the world is saved once again. Using the Spirit Bomb to defeat Kid Buu unlocks the fight with Oob, Buu's reincarnation.
Just relax, or you won't be able to tap into your full power. Yes. Wow, you're really something, you know that? I mean, really strong. But you could still be a whole lot stronger. How'd you like to train with me?
Once you defeat him, he is unlocked, and that is the end of Goku's campaign. Goku abandons his family to train with Oob because he's a piece of shit father and a terrible grandfather, and he sucks and he's stupid and I hate him.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Like mentioned way earlier in the video, collecting all 7 Dragon Balls grants you a wish. Well, you can't wish for whatever you want, but you do get to pick one of 3 options. Breakthrough is a capsule that unlocks all of the characters' abilities, including transformations. Memories unlock voice clips, and Mysterious Vest is a rare capsule. Of course, I pick Breakthrough. Now that the first playthrough is complete, we can move on to the second playthrough and start unlocking quite a bit of extra stuff. Plus, it is really fun to just completely destroy people with your overpowered character. Oh, poor Raditz. He never stood a chance. On the second playthrough during the Frieza saga, we are able to fight Cooler. It's kind of weird that you can fight Metal Cooler before facing his regular form, but the movies don't really fit in with the timeline anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just an odd choice, I thought.
Frieza!
Ah, I thought the distress call was a mistake. Now I see why my brother had to make it. But I assure you, my brother's weakness is not a trait I share.
Also, it kicks you out to the world map and makes you re-enter to fight him.
So, you're the Saiyan who gave Frieza so much trouble. My, the very same child we let escape all those years ago.
Oh no, he's even stronger than Frieza! Later!
How could I be so stupid? Why didn't I blow up your ship when I had the chance?
I did it!
And now he is metal in a span of 10 seconds.
Even if I lose, I will be remade even stronger thanks to the power of the Big Getty Star.
Why?
I know you! You're cooler! But how did you get a new body?
I don't have to explain anything to you, miserable Saiyan.
Wow, that was
disappointing.
No! Impossible! This time, it's finally over.
Didn't even unlock anything. If you travel to this location in the Buu saga, the Broly storyline will begin. Instead of moving on to the Kid Buu fight after winning the 2 Super Buu fights, an alternative cutscene with Vegeta will play. Broly can be faced after this cutscene.
You! I know you! I see. You've been searching for me for a long time, haven't you?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Just like in the anime, he is ridiculously huge. The fight isn't that difficult because Goku is leveled up so much by this point, but Broly manages to reduce my health to half a bar. Because they suck. I mean, I don't know. It's a mystery to me.
Kakarot.
I'm sorry that you had to live your life consumed by hate. It's a shame. Perhaps in another life, you and I can challenge each other as friends.
Winning the battle unlocks Broly, which is something you really want to do, because he is the only villain, unless you count Vegeta, which I don't, that has a story campaign.
I guess I've earned a quick little break. What's this?
Another unlock you can get from defeating Broly is the Gogeta fusion. You'll be able to put it to the test in a match against Gotenks at the World Tournament Arena. It's an awesome prize.
We're better at fusion than you. We won't let you win just because you're our dads.
Careful, boys. Your old men still have a trick or two up their sleeve.
This is an area where the game excels, rewarding the player that goes the extra mile. And it isn't even the last thing you can unlock from Goku's campaign. If you find the Super Saiyan 4 transformation capsule, you can fight and unlock a Mega Shenron from Dragon Ball Z GT. Out of all the characters, Goku's Dragon Universe campaign is the most comprehensive. So when it comes to the other characters, I'm going to be more brief as they cover most of the same ground, just with a slight variance in the story. Next, let's play as my favourite character, Piccolo, Best Dad. Piccolo is one of the game's best characters. He's powerful, swift, and has incredible reach, and he only needs 2 transformations to reach his final form. In Piccolo's version of the Raditz fight, you will receive the ability Special Beam Cannon, which is the move that was actually used to defeat Raditz in the manga and anime. While Goku is dead, Piccolo ends up training Gohan to help fight against the same threat. After that, not much is different from Goku's campaign. Vegeta and Nappa are defeated and it moves on to the Frieza saga. On planet Namek, Piccolo will encounter Nao and fuse with him to increase his power. The battle against Frieza's second form takes place here.
So that's Frieza. He doesn't look nearly as tough as I thought.
This one, there's something different about him. He's not like the other Nameks. But he can be defeated all the same.
He big. After defeating his second form, Frieza will transform once again.
So sorry to keep you waiting. Now then, it's time for round 2.
You monster.
He also big.
My, that was a fine attack, but oops, you used all your energy.
Wait, there's a massive power level headed this way. Goku?
The Android/Cell saga in Piccolo's campaign is a lot more involved than Goku's, thanks to the fact that Piccolo wasn't passed out for the majority of it.
Kakarot, you idiot, what are you doing?
Dying. Mostly. Little help. Thanks, best buddy.
This time you actually have to fight some androids.
I'll handle him. The rest of you stay back.
If I can absorb his energy, I can use it against Vegeta.
The first is Android 20, also known as Dr. Gero. Once that fight is over, Piccolo will fuse with Kami for yet another power boost. With a newfound strength, the following battle with Cell's first form is very straightforward.
What is this strange energy I'm sensing? What are you?
I am Cell, an android created by Dr. Gero from you and your friend's cells.
Answer me. Why have you come back from the future?
Why? In order to absorb Android 17 and 18 and achieve my perfect form, that's why. When I do that, I will be the ultimate power in the universe.
In an attempt to stop Cell from absorbing the androids to achieve his perfect form, we must fight Android 17. Before the fight, we got a new technique, Hell Zone Grenade.
Nowhere for you to run. This is the end.
Despite his efforts, Cell does eventually reach his final form, but hey, at least we unlocked Android 17. Boo Saga! After wandering around lost, I finally found what I was looking for. If we drop down into Central City, we will meet up with Videl, and for that we unlock Hercule, and that leads into the campaign's final fight against Boo in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber.
Wait, Majin Buu. You'll have to fight me before you face them. What's the point in that? You are weak! Okay, I bought us a little time.
Thanks to Piccolo, the fusion was a success. Gotenks' incredible power was unleashed. As he drove Majin Buu back, the restoration of peace seemed only a step away.
Up next is one of the most powerful and talented martial artists on Earth. Courageous, faithful, and good-natured Krillin! Another one of my favourite. Because his fists and kicks have limited range, using Ki Blasts is essential for playing him. Krillin only has 2 fights in the Saiyan saga, one against the Cybermen and the other against Nappa. While on Namek, we will unlock Krillin's only transformation hidden potential from the Guru. Krillin faces 2 of the Ginyu Force members, Recoome and Captain Ginyu, who has taken over Goku's body.
What's wrong, Goku? You look a little strange. And what's with the scouter?
Do you really want to know?
What? I can understand it. This body should have much more power than this.
Nothing's wrong with the body. It's the driver that stinks. Why don't you just give up?
In this saga, Krillin's final 2 fights are against Frieza in his second and final form. And then he dies. But don't worry, he gets wished back. Beating Krillin's campaign for the first time unlocks his wife, Android 18. Now during the second playthrough, if we talk with this frog on Namek, we're able to move on to the Android/Cell saga with Krillin. Why is this the trigger? I don't know. In this saga there is just one fight, but first we must locate Android 16 and deliver him to Bulma for repair. Once this is done, we are awarded with unlocking Android 16. Nice. Then we can go fight Cell, and that is it for Krillin's campaign.
This is not possible. I am perfect.
He spat out 18. I'll save her. Goku, you do the rest.
Just wait. I'll ask the dragon to turn you into a normal human. Then I'll wish 17 back to life. That way, you two will be happy together.
You idiot! 17 is my twin brother. And if you think you'll win my heart with that lousy wish, guess again.
Huh?
Vegeta! Vegeta is up next.
The Saiyans, once a proud warrior race, made a living by conquering planets and selling them. However, most of the Saiyans were wiped out when their own homeworld was destroyed. Only the Prince Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz, and his younger brother Kakarot survived. Now, each of them approaches the Earth, each with a different goal in mind.
Vegeta's campaign is a similar length to Goku's, if not longer. Is it longer? Maybe. It's hard to tell. Vegeta's campaign is quite unique as you start off as playing as the villain. In the Saiyan saga, Vegeta makes use of the Scouter instead of the Focus ability. It works the exact same way, it just uses different visuals. We can also blow up cities for money. Nice. The first fight is against Goku and then with his young son Gohan. On Namek, Vegeta spends most of the time tracking down the Dragon Balls to wish for immortality so he can defeat Frieza. For the first time we get to fight Frieza in his first form.
You miserable worm! You dare to get in my way! Now you will suffer the consequences!
Maybe I will and maybe I won't. Either way, don't expect this to be easy, Frieza.
After Frieza's final form proves too much for Vegeta, we move on to the Android/Cell saga. Vegeta has now gained Super Saiyan status, and we're up against Android 17 and Android 18 for the first time.
You know what? Just for that, I'm not gonna take it easy on you anymore!
After 17 is absorbed, we will face Semi-Perfect Cell.
Vegeta, why are you here? Surely not to defeat me. Defeat you? No, to destroy you so completely that not even a molecule remains. Yes.
And then Perfect Cell. With the Cell saga complete, is on to the final stage. Now, Vegeta's Buu saga plays out almost exactly the same as Goku's, apart from at the start. At the start of the saga, we get to play as Majin Vegeta. He is even in this form in the overworld, which is pretty cool. You unlock his son Trunks after completing the campaign for the first time. During the second playthrough, we can also face Cooler on Namek, fight against the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and do the fusion battle against Goten. Pretty similar to Goku's campaign, but a decent alternative if you prefer the same prince. Gohan's Dragon Universe is actually split up into 3 separate campaigns: Kid Gohan, Teen Gohan, and Adult Gohan. As Kid Gohan, you are very limited with abilities, so limited in fact that I ended up buying some from the Capsule Store. One of the more notable events in Gohan's story doesn't occur until the Cell Saga, where he achieves Super Saiyan 2 and we can perform the iconic father and son Kamehameha.
God, my fucking knee! That's my knee! Damn it!
On a side note, there is a sparring match in the hyperbolic time chamber between Goku and Gohan, which does not occur in Goku's campaign. This is one of those strange aspects of the way the narrative is told in this game. In many cases, as we play through a character's journey, we end up fighting a lot of the same fights, usually from the perspective of the other character, as seen in many of the fights between Goku and Vegeta. However, there are times when a fight is completely absent from a character's campaign, even though they were clearly there. Basically what I'm saying is that the game is very inconsistent when it comes to the storytelling. By the time of the Buu saga, Gohan has grown into adult. For the first fight, it's a sparring match against his little brother Goten.
Hey Goten, how about some sparring with your big brother? You know what sparring is?
Yeah, Mom showed me all about it while you were studying. Come on then! Wow, bro! You are so strong! I didn't stand a chance!
You're incredible too, Goten! I had no idea you were quite this good! If you keep on training hard, you might be able to enter the World Tournament too!
After this match, you unlock Goten and can continue on to face Videl.
Come on then, Gohan. Let's fight.
Now just hold on.
After a very abrupt transition, we are going to be fighting the King of Demons, definitely not Satan, it is Deborah.
You foolish boy. Keep playing this game and you're going to get hurt.
After being defeated by Buu for the first time, the Elder Supreme Kai unlocks Gohan's hidden potential to use in the final fight against Super Buu. And for our troubles, we unlock
I am the unmitigated champion of justice, who tolerates no evil. Great Saiyaman at your service.
I'd say those 2 hours of practice last night just paid off.
I'm going to be going over Tien and Yamcha's story modes at the same time, because they're not very long and they don't have that much to go over.
Frankly, I'm just happy to be included.
Mr. Popo gives Tien and Yamcha a free level up, exactly how Goku did with Now.
Your little monster wasn't as strong as you thought, huh? I'd say your celebration is still a bit premature.
Yamcha is the first to encounter Android 20 in the Cell Saga, while Tien battles Semi-Perfect Cell as well as Cell Jr. Tien also has to deal with Super Buu after he absorbs Gotenks. Yamcha's story concludes with a match between himself and Tien at the World Martial Arts Championship. In terms of the timeline, Oob's story actually takes place after the Buu saga. Nothing much of note really happens in it, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's just Oob meeting Goku at the World Martial Arts tournament and then training for a bit with Fat Buu before fighting against Goku once again. And that's it. Now, because Oob is the last Dragon Universe campaign we needed to complete, we receive an invitation to fight in the Dragon Arena. So let's head on over there now, shall we? Okay, I kid. We'll do Broly.
Long ago, the evil Bibidi somehow created the monster Majin Buu. Unable to control Buu, Bibidi sealed him away and carried him to Earth. Thus, when Bibidi was defeated by the Supreme Kai, Buu was thought to be neutralized. However, Bibidi had a son with the same evil heart, Babidi. After bringing the Demon King Dabura under his control, Babidi hatched his plans to revive Buu. The Supreme Kai has turned to Goku and his friends for help. Can they stop Babidi in time?
Now Broly's story mode is pure fan service. He is the only villain to have his own Dragon Universe campaign in the entire game. Taking place in the Buu saga, we get to fly around the world as the legendary Super Saiyan in search of our mortal enemy Goku, who Broly hates with a passion because he cried too much as a baby. I'm not making this up, that's actually his character motivation. While searching, we end up fighting some little boys, then a little girl, and even a little man, before we get stopped by an adult. The moral of the story is, if you beat up little kids, don't get caught. And that is a lesson I believe all of us could benefit from learning.
Welcome to the secret arena of the infamous Red Ribbon Army, and the last place you'll ever see. Who will fight?
After completing Dragon Universe with each character, you can fight in the Dragon Arena. The Dragon Arena is a game mode that allows you to fight multiple opponents using a level-based custom character. You can unlock rare capsules and earn XP in this mode. Now you may have noticed this password screen that kept popping up while I was playing. Well, this is where you actually use it. It was a kind of online system where you could share your password with other people and they could fight your leveled up character. I never used this as a kid because I didn't actually know that this is what the passwords were for. I honestly thought that they were a kind of save system for people who didn't have a memory card like they used to have in really old games. Next, let's take a look at the World Tournament mode. It's a tournament setting, as the name suggests, where you battle for money and prizes. There are 4 different tournaments to choose from, each with its own prize money, battle count and rules. The World Tournament mode also allows you to compete against up to 8 players in a martial arts tournament. You cannot earn any prize money if more than 1 human player is present. There is Novice, which is available from the start. It consists of 3 battles played in a ring, so there is a potential for ring out. Adept can be unlocked after beating the Novice tournament at least once and then purchasing the capsule from the store. There are 4 battles that also take place in the ring. The Advanced is unlocked the same way, but you must beat the Adept tournament at least once. You fight 5 battles in the ring. The final tournament is the Cell Games. This tournament is a bit different as it doesn't have any ring out. The only way to win is to deplete all 5 of your opponent's health bars to 0. As for unlocking this one, first you will have to unlock the Dragon Arena mode, which as stated before can be done by finishing the Dragon Universe mode for all its characters. Play it and have Cell break into a battle, which is a random event that will happen sometimes and you must defeat him. I'm not that into this mode, mostly due to the ring out system. Sometimes you'll be winning and your opponent gets a lucky hit and it's all over. However, it is a good way to earn money to buy capsules from the store. Let's head over there now. The Capsule Store is pretty self-explanatory. It's a store where you can go to spend the money you earn from playing Dragon Universe and the World Tournament modes. There are 4 different types of capsules: ability capsules, equipment capsules, item capsules, and system capsules. The store is randomized, so it does pay to check in often to see what they have. In Dueling Mode, this is where I would face off against my friends.
If I had one!
You can either compete against the computer opponent or against another player. In addition, you can also watch a fight between 2 computer fighters. Why you'd want to do this? I don't know, but you can. So there you go. Even after all this time, this game holds a special place in my heart. As a kid, Budokai 3 had everything I could ever ask for as a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. A fun story mode where I could fly around as some of my favourite heroes, a huge roster of characters to play and unlock, simple but engaging gameplay, timeless cel-shaded graphics, and a killer soundtrack. Budokai 3 has the highest review score out of all 3 Budokai games, but unfortunately it had the lowest sales. Maybe people were burnt out by the Dragon Ball Z franchise, or put off by some other game. Budokai 2. Whatever it was, the franchise moved on to the Budokai Tenkaichi series, which I also played as a kid. But no other Dragon Ball Z game had captured my affection quite like Budokai 3, not before and not since. So do I think Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 is still good? Despite some storytelling mishaps and being somewhat repetitive, even now I happily played through all of the characters' story modes, tried my hand at winning the World Tournament, and just had fun messing around in practice mode. I don't think this game is just good. I think this game is pretty good. Hey guys, thanks for watching my very long video. If you like this video, please click the like button so I know whether or not to make more of this series. This is a very new thing for me. I'm still trying to work out how I want to structure it, and some feedback in the comments would be really helpful. Also in the comments, if you would like to see a game, if you'd like me to cover a certain game, just suggest it in the comments and I would always be interested in some more ideas. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video. I spent a long time on this video and I would like for people to see it. I'm not putting this in. And don't forget to subscribe and share the video with people who you think might be interested in it. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye.